So this is a really simple code. What it's meant to accomplish is firstly to take the sum of three different user inputted temperatures and get the average of these three sums. And then secondly, it converts this average of the Fahrenheit average to the temperature in Celsius. And thirdly, it prints this temperature for the user. So uh, I'm just going to explain the code from top to bottom. So I have T1, T2, and T3 being evaluated, and basically what this is doing, what the eval input is doing is uh, it's allowing the user to input a value for T1 or T2 or T3, and it turns this what would normally be a string, because it's in quotations, into an expression. Uh, and so a user could input maybe 100 or 112 or whatever, and it turns that string into an expression or an integer. And so then what I did was I uh, put the function, was just general average function is the three integers divided by 3 if you had 3 integers, and I put that as average, and I linked it to a function. So basically what I did was I assigned average to a function of t. Then obviously I printed the result of this function based on what the user inputs, and so that's just print, and then this is your average temperature in C, and then since it's inside the quotations, it will be printed as a string, and outside the quotations I put average, AVG, which is just a integer, not a string, so it's just based on the function and T1, T2, and T3 that the user inputs, and that should print out the average temperature in Celsius. And then secondly, I wrote another function, which is f, which I labeled obviously for Fahrenheit temperature, and that function f is a function of the average, which I described earlier, and it's just general function of conversion between Celsius and Fahrenheit multiplied by 9.9 over 5 plus 32. And what this does is it evaluates f as a function of what I already had described, which is AVG. And this is printed as an integer in the last little line, and it just prints the string in quotations. This is your average temperature in F, and then it prints F. F is obviously an integer. And let's just see. I already did it here, but I'll do it again. And okay. Oops. On this. Alright, it's asking me for my first temperature. I'll just do something very easy and arbitrary. I'll put 99, and then I'll put 100, and then I'll put 101, so that I know the average will be 100, obviously. Alright, and it listed my average temperature in Celsius as 100, which is correct, and then I picked 100 so that I would know the average temperature in Fahrenheit would be 212, and that's what it did. It printed the average temperature as 212. All right, well, that's about it.